All right, man. Thank you for that intro. Thank you for that intro. What's going on, Marlena? We got Marlena coming live from Studio B.
Yeah, I call this Studio D. I'm in an undisclosed location.
All
But welcome everybody. Welcome to the Lounge Radio Show. We are your hosts, Marlena and Lex Luga. Lex, happy Wednesday.
right,
It's
same
it's
to you.
the it's the great time of the week for us. Happy Wednesday to everybody listening to us out there in the radio world. Be sure to y'all join us, share this, tell somebody to tune in. Tune in. We got some great information. We got a great guest today. But I hope y'all
Yes.
have had a great Wednesday, blessed, safe Wednesday. And yeah, we're gonna take about 50 minutes and make it even better, Lex. We're gonna make that Wednesday even better
Yeah,
today. How about that?
we're gonna get them through the hump. That's right, man. We got um an American Idol finalist on the way. Lil Rounds gonna be joining us, man. She got a new song that I definitely think you're gonna love. We get to introduce first right here on the lounge. Before we get started, though, Marlena, let me give a thank you to our underwriters. We would like to thank Michael Jordan Transportation Service for being a proud underwriter of the Lounge Radio Show and WMPR. Michael Jordan Transportation Service offers quality transportation services all over Mississippi. You can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. So, thank you to Michael Jordan Transportation Services. If you are interested in becoming an underwriter, call us at 601-790-0597.
Yeah, we would love, if you enjoy what we give to the community, local, and everybody that's listening to us, not only just the radio, but also online, right? So if you enjoy that and you think and you feel we can add value to your business, spread the word about your event, give us a call. Give us a call, and we can definitely get the word out and get you come on and have a let people hear about you and your business as well. So what we got, Lex? We got I know we're gonna do ticket giveaway. You got a big show coming up this weekend.
Yep. So we're giving tickets away to the show that we got this Sunday at Ground Zero Biloxi. That's this Sunday, June 1st. Doors open at 3. Show starts at 4. Man, we got New Orleans Bo gonna be with the band. We got Jackson's own Bridget Shield. I mean,
I like it
she
like that.
yeah, I like it like that. You know, she gonna be doing her thing. We got Miss Sugar coming down as well. We got Toy Toy. You know, she's got a trail ride song that's definitely doing good. And then we got Theo Huff and his
Okay.
band. And then we got one of Southern Soul Tuesdays artist, Kevin Reynolds, man. His song Welcome to the
Oh,
Trail Ride has been going crazy on our radio station. So we got him coming down to perform as well. So we got a great show this weekend. So with it go with the free tickets, you're gonna have to stay tuned in because you're gonna have to answer a question from Leo's interview. So
okay.
you're gonna have to be paying attention to get those tickets. And we're giving more than tickets away. So we're giving a table away for 2, so you can get a VIP table for 2 along with 2 tickets. So and
Okay.
who knows? I might give away a couple of more tickets. It just depends on
Okay.
who called and the response and who got the right answers.
Right. Feeling a little generous today. Is that what it is?
Well, they gotta act like they want it. They gotta act
They
like they
got
want
okay. Well, I think so. I'm so thankful for our listeners because they tune in and look, I got it. They tune in and they listen. So when we have a person on, when we're interviewing, they like, you know what? I better pay attention because not yes, I need some tickets. I need somewhere to go. And shout out to everybody that went to the Laughter and Blues Fest this past Sunday. Shout out to our winners. That I hope you had a great time. So they do tune in for those opportunities, but also to hear the content. Who we got today? Somebody introduced me to somebody new, and in this case, that's not the case today. But if you had to be sleeping under a rock not to know this young lady, but I think they just tune in and they really enjoy what we bring. So I truly appreciate our listening audience.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about the interview today, though, because I mean, it's some things I want to learn because this is we get to introduce her to the Southern Soul world in Mississippi. So I'm so
That's
excited
it.
about that. This is an historical day for us right here on the lounge. So we're gonna have a little fun when she comes on. So now
Mm.
y'all be prepared for those tickets. So we got to get her down to Ground Zero Biloxi too
Oh,
eventually.
you do. Now, and
Yeah.
for those who don't know, this young lady, now is it Lil Rounds? Is that her
It's
name?
Leah. It's Leah
Okay,
Rounds.
Leah
Leah.
Rounds. Okay,
Yeah.
she was a American Idol contestant on season 8, so that was back 2009. I saw, and she's from Memphis, Tennessee. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep,
That's
yep.
right. So
My Memphis
y'all,
calling me, correcting me with her name. That's how I know her name.
they said it's not Lil, it's Leah.
Yeah,
Okay,
they had to
got it.
call
See.
and correct me. I said, "Well, excuse me."
Well, we thank God for correction. We thank our people for correction. So they definitely let us know, hey, this is her name. So Lil Rounds, she was American Idol season 8, top 7 to 7 finalists. If she made it to I think one of the 7 in that round. But what I appreciate about American Idol, I definitely want to dive in and what she thought about Jamal and this past season. But they get people from they get our Southern people, they get our Mississippi, our Tennessee, and I love it. That's a testament to the talent that we have locally. So I'm so excited. And I mean, with her coming to tell her journey, hopefully this encourages someone else to, hey, take a chance, because y'all see what's going on. The South, what they say back in the day, the South got something to say.
Cross over with them voices that they got.
Yes,
Come on over to Southern Soul. So tell us about Southern Soul Tuesday, because I said I was going to ask you too. Now I seen y'all doing a line dance to Luther Vandross or Freddie Jackson. What's going on with that now?
Now, first of all, shout out to everybody yesterday, Southern Soul Tuesday. And if you guys don't know, every Tuesday at M Bar Jackson, we have Southern Soul Tuesday, hosted by me and DJ Big O 601, the baddest. And I say that today, the baddest DJ in Southern Soul. But yesterday we had a line dance and fans event. Normally we will have artists come in. So that is something we're going to do throughout the summer. We know. So definitely anytime you see that's happening, come on by. We bring your fans. You don't have to wear your boots like I did, but hey, they look good. So there you go. But we had an amazing time. Shout out to Jenny B. She co-hosted it with me yesterday. We're to the point now where we got our Southern Soul community and dancers and artists coming in. We've been doing that for the past year, and yesterday was no different. Shout out to Tay Cheesy. She came and dropped by a little bit and spent a little time with us yesterday. So shout out to her. But yeah, we danced. Big O, matter of fact, I tell Big O he owed me a pedicure, because after one line dance song went off, he went straight to another one, high energy. But and as you stated,
that's why you ain't come in today. You so
there you go. I said I'm not 24. I'm a different number, flip backwards. And if you good, you'll know that. But I'm not gonna say it on the air. But
hey guys, you left out the one important part about M Bar on Tuesdays. It's free to get in.
Free.
It's free for everyone, and you can get Slices Right for half the price. I mean, you can get 2-for-1 drinks. And you got discounts on the food. So, hey, and it's a grown folks experience. So
it is. And when we say that, we don't, you got to be 21 to get in M Bar with your ID, of course. And we encourage everybody. But what we found is we've carved out a night for people getting off work, usually 30, 35 up, 40. We've had 70-year-olds in there. And it's just one of those places where you can come and sit down and look at everybody, have a good time. You're gonna hear your favorite Southern Soul song. And if you want to get out there and do a little 1-2 step out there with us, you got that option too. Appetizers, there are some discounts on certain select appetizers and $3 tacos. So it's one of those things, you come in by 6, you out by 8 o'clock. It's not a long time. We having a good time, not a long time. That's what we're there for. But
go home and get ready for work, don't it?
That's it. And yeah, so they making line dance. Shout out to the dance coordinators that either creating the line dances or promoting them and doing the dances online. But they've made a line dance to Bad Boy. Everybody know Luther Luther Bad Boy. You remember that song from back in the day?
Yeah,
Well, they got a line dance.
it was Luther Vandross y'all was line dancing to. So
That was it. That is Bad Boy. They got one to Bad Boy. They had one Move Your Body. Run the Isley Brothers, I think. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Sing that, but Move Your Body. They got one to that, and they even went on the rap side. They got some line dances to some of the rap songs out there.
You about good enough to start a class now.
You know what?
Dances now. I mean,
Lex, I'm glad you say. I asked everybody to please stay tuned. Everybody listening, reach out to me. I will have my first line dance class on June the 8th, and that's only because it was highly requested. People that came to Southern Soul Tuesday, people that watch us every week. They're like, hey, I want to come. I don't know all the dances. And they know we can't teach them there because we're dancing. Big O not going to stop and let us, we only have 2 hours. So I'm asking everybody to come out June the 8th. I'll be having more information definitely next week for that first line dance class and the location and all of that. And also stay tuned on social media on Facebook. I'll be dropping the flyer. But yeah, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be in a great location. We're gonna have some goodies, some refreshments and snacks and stuff. We're gonna have a fun, great time. So if anybody know how I do, we're gonna have a good time even at line dancing class. So y'all stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions, reach out. I'll be more than happy to give you the information for that.
All right. So now before we get Leah on, let's tell them about the free school lunches.
Yeah, so we do have some local news, people local to Jackson, Mississippi. I know we talked about it last week, and what we do is try to give you guys information. If we're on here to, I guess you can call us one of those. We want to provide good news to people. We introduce them to artists, politicians, and we're going to speak those good things that are going on around, not only locally, but around the world. But that's no different today. Last week, you gave them information about free school lunches for children. And this is going to be in Madison County for 2 weeks in June. The Madison County School District will offer free breakfast and lunch. Lex, you can tell your children to get up and go get some breakfast and lunch. Look, I hope they give it out at the same time. I'm gonna read more. Here you go. You got to worry about that.
And it's for all residents, so you don't have to live in Madison. So it's for all children. Now it's free for ages 18 and under, but now adults can get discounted meals. So it's definitely worth it. Like you can get breakfast for $2.75 and lunch for $4.25, and that's for ages 18 and older. So you take the kids to get the free breakfast and the free lunch, and you can get something yourself. Breakfast is from 7:40 to 9 a.m. and lunch is 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So, and that's at Ann Smith Elementary School cafeteria.
Right, and this is going to be June the 9th through Friday, June the 20th. So those are the dates, and you must eat the lunch at the school, guys. You have to eat it at the school. So
make sure to tell them no takeout.
No takeout. Don't bring no to-go box here. Ain't no to-go box going on here. So most definitely. But that's one thing. And then another thing, which I wasn't, I've heard about, but they were, well, no, I forgot we didn't do the 601 Live. The other article, Brandon, let's see if I can get my thing up. They're offering a grooming. The Department of Labor has a grooming. Let me get my article. Brandon Salon partners with the U.S. Labor Department for first of its kind grooming apprenticeship. So Tino's Pet Grooming and Brandon has partnered with the U.S. Department of Labor to launch a unique 2-year apprenticeship program that teaches all about the grooming business. So the apprenticeship is free. So this is a lane that we're seeing that's picking up. People are having more pets and animals. So the program is something that helps us learn how to groom in an environment that will build us up to be great groomers. And for more information, I don't see it, but it's definitely check out the WAPT news. And if you're interested, or you have your children maybe interested, teenagers interested in becoming a groomer, it's a great opportunity to learn hands-on and get that free training. So that's definitely something to look into if you enjoy that type of work.
All right. So now we're gonna play a song. We got a song that we was gonna put on that we wanted to introduce right here to our listener audience on the lounge. We got Stacey Adams' new song called "Work That Fan," and on the other side, we're gonna have Lil Rounds, an American Idol finalist that's here with us. And so
Sounds good.
let's get that record out, and we're gonna be right back right after this.
All righty. See you soon.
Hello, hello.
Legs.
How you doing?
Going on, man? How you doing?
Y'all.
I'm a hugger. Gotta bring it in.
Thank
So
you,
good to
thank you.
meet you.
So great to
Hey,
meet you.
Jeter.
Having
Yeah,
me.
you come on around here
Okay.
right quick. This is Marlena right here.
Hi. Hi. I'm sorry I can't be there with you guys. It's nice to virtually meet you.
I know, it's such an honor. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Anytime. I'm so excited to talk with you.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I am looking forward to this.
Yeah,
That's it.
So, you know, you're pretty sure it's not the first interview, so just asking a few questions.
Okay.
Then eventually we're going to play the new song, Sip Something.
Okay.
And is there anything that you want to make sure that you cover, that you want to make sure that you get in this interview? Because we might get to talking and time going to run. So is there anything like you know that you want to make sure you focus on?
You know, we can definitely, of course, talk about Idol, Sip Something, new song out. I also have a nonprofit. It's called Mosaic Institute of Performing Arts.
Okay, so she want a nonprofit, so we got to remember that.
And our annual fundraiser that we do is called the 12 competition, and it's actually a vocal competition locally for the tri-state area.
Okay.
So we have people that are competing to be the ultimate Southern soul vocalist, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty
That's
it. That's it.
That'll work.
okay.
Oh, we will do that. We'll dive in. You got my thing off, is it?
Hold on. So you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it off. Yeah, I
Okay,
got
okay.
it off. Yep.
Then you can flip it on.
Yeah. All right, man. That was that new Stacey Adams, Work That Fan, right here on the Lounge Radio
Work That-
Show, 90.1 FM. Yeah, Work That Fan.
I'm gonna have to add that to my seat. So I know a line dance is coming next. So I know a
you
line dance is
They
coming
already
next.
got one. Yeah, that's why I was
They got one. So
Yeah,
now, okay.
Yeah, yes.
Tell Stacey he on deck. He might as well, because he had to come down here. We need him in Jackson, but we're gonna definitely learn that one so we can put that in our arsenal of dances that we're doing. Shout out Jeter Jones. I see Jeter Jones is joining us. Shout out Jeter.
Yeah, so now without further ado, we got here live in the studio at 90.1 FM, the American Idol finalist from season 8, none other than Lil Rounds. How's it going?
Hold on. You know I'm late. I'm late to the party, but I'm coming. I'm okay.
You're a big round of applause. We got different type of claps too.
No,
Thank
Lil
you for
Rounds.
being with us.
Thank you. We're so happy you're here with us.
No, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited about being here.
Yeah, so first of all, welcome to the Southern Soul world.
Woo-hoo.
You know, we get to be the first interview. I hope it's the first of her introducing her new Southern Soul song that we're gonna be playing a little bit later called Sip Something. And I'm telling you, it's jamming. That's why I had to make sure that we get this interview. So now, the number one question that most people have been asking me, though, outside of course, the American Idol questions, your name. Where did your name come from? Because it's spelled Lil. I was saying Lil, and somebody hit me and say, her name is not Lil. I know her personally. It's Lil. So stop saying that because she doesn't like that. So tell us about that.
Yes, so the name, right?
Yes, your name.
It is Lil. It's from my grandmother. When my mom had me, okay, not to give away my age, but
right.
You look 20 anyway, so
we 20, we 29. We don't. That's it.
29. Okay, because you still gotta be grown. Okay.
So grandmother's name was Lily, and it's Lillie. Mom just took the first half of her name and she named me Lil. And last name is Colburn's my maiden name. And so when I went on American Idol, I was married to my first husband, and his last name was Rounds. So my name was Lil Rounds at the time, and that's how the name came to be.
Okay, so it's actually Lil. Now that makes so much more
On the
sense.
birth certificate.
There you go. And then that's the brand, that's the name they know you as. You know, that's your, you know, that's one of them names. Look, that's my name. I got, that's the money maker around here. So yeah, I get it.
Did you get picked on the school? No.
Good. But you know what? I didn't at that time. Why? Because I think the Lil Bow Wows and the Lil Wayne, and all the Lils kind of started around like the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They thought it was a nickname.
So they thought Lil was like, okay, like feeling Lil from Rugrats. Right? It was like, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
All right, so I know you got a couple of American Idol questions. So go ahead. That's been burning.
Yeah, well, look, I'm glad. We definitely gonna dive. Let's dive in. Let's get into it because I know you were an artist before, but I guess tell us that journey. And I guess first of all, what do you think about Jamal? And I know you've been in that world because he's a newbie. He's one of the new class, and then to actually succeed, tell us about what you think about that, and then tell us about your journey into going to American Idol.
So in reference to Jamal, first of all, can somebody say vocal beast?
Yes.
Woo! Yes, God.
Yeah.
What I'm so excited about, what I'm happy about with Jamal is he's opened a door that allows for more soulful artists, singers to come through, and the fact that he is such a young man, what is Jamal with?
29, I believe, 27, maybe 27, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's and nothing against rappers, none of that. But I love the fact that we have such a vocalist like him. That's opening that door to let other, young singers know, female or male, that this is something you can do. And you can win it, doing it. And he represented so well, I believe, coming outside of the Mississippi, right? Coming out of Mississippi, he represented. So shout out to Jamal. And I hope more people will follow in his footsteps.
Yeah.
As far as my journey, when I went on Idol, it was a totally different beast.
Really? Okay.
It was a lot more on you to go after what you wanted when you were on that show. And so when I went, I had to travel to like Kansas City. I was in Memphis. It was like a 9-hour drive or so. And show you on TV, being in an arena for those auditions, that is real. That is real. I showed up, and when I tell y'all that line was wrapped around like the block. And I got in, and a lot of people had already signed up. And I said at the last minute that I wanted to go because I had this nudging that wouldn't let me go. It was just like, you gotta go. And I was I don't know if it's gimmicky, if it's fake, this might not be real. I'm about to go take a drive. At the time, I was mommy of 3 children, and they were small children. I was like, I can't be taking those kind of risks. But that voice would not let me go. So I said, okay, I jumped in the car, drove to Kansas City, stood in that line. I was in there. We showed up at 5 a.m. I did not leave the building until midnight.
Wow.
I was in there all day long, and I watched, kid you not, 130,000 people audition that day.
Wow.
130,000 people auditioned. And I was, believe it or not, second to the last person to audition. So I want y'all to picture this. A bunch of judges who've been there from 5 a.m. to midnight hearing people sing. At this point, I saw maybe, I could count on 2 hands, maybe 7 or 8 people that walked out of there that day that was told they went to the next round.
Oh, wow.
1,000. And so I got up there and I watched the judge give you about, seriously, y'all, they were giving you 10 seconds. So imagine you open your mouth, they say, who are you? You tell them your name and they say, sing. And you break out, you start singing, they say, thanks, next.
Wow. Okay.
So you say applying pressure, baby. Pressure applied. And
Right.
I got up there and I started singing, and the judge told me, he said, thank you, stop. He told me to go back and told the next person to come up. The next person walked up and started singing, and he stopped him right there and said, wait, no, you. And he pointed to me. He said, you come back. I went back. He said, sing me something else. So I sung him another song. He said, wait a minute. Call the executive. I didn't know it was the executive producer at the time. Call the executive producer of the show over there and said, listen to her sing. He said, sing. I broke out, started singing. Now, mind you, it was people singing all around their building. Everybody stopped singing and just starts listening to me. And the executive producer looked me in the eye, called over his assistant and said, give her her gold ticket.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's 1 out of 130,000 people.
Woo!
And all day, like I don't know
All
if they
day
had like they had a quota they needed to reach, but like they like, okay, we gotta say for, because you're at the almost at the end. You were thinking like, okay.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Right.
yeah, next go.
Right. That's amazing.
Oh my God, they're gonna tell me to go on. They're not gonna let me do that. I know they're tired. But yeah, it was really good. I got a chance to go, and then I finally got a chance to meet the judges, the actual judges, and it went on from there.
Yeah.
So, amazing experience.
Now, Lil, this was 2009, is that right?
Yeah, what year was that?
I said this was 2009 when you went. So this was after, I guess, Fantastic, like, because this was still at the beginning. This was still a new American Idol, right? Like,
right. It was before the new one. So I was about, so Ruben won first season.
okay,
Fantasia was about season 4.
okay.
Like season 4, something like that. I was a couple of seasons after her. So we were the last season with the original 4 judges.
Got it.
We were right after my year, they started switching out the judges.
Okay.
Got it. Awesome. That's amazing.
So now with that particular experience, the type of music that you were singing, what type of music was you singing on the actual show? Because I know I heard a couple, but I want the audience to know.
Oh yeah, so I was singing, soul R&B kind of records. When she said, sing. She said, go ahead and sing.
We do want you to sing. We want give us
calm down. Now
like at church. Give us a small portion of it. Give us a small.
You gotta hold up a second though. We gotta build up. They gotta wait to hear that, okay, y'all.
You know I love putting people on the spot to sing.
They gotta wait though. Yeah, they gotta stay tuned because they in the house saying that too. We got about 20 minutes. They gotta.
I'm gonna give her. We're gonna give a few minutes.
We gotta make sure they stay on. So now back to what I was saying. So now,
right.
What type of music you were singing on the show?
Yeah, so I was doing my audition song was Stevie Wonder, All I Do. Another song that I did to audition with was Patti LaBelle, If Only You Knew.
Yeah, that's the one I heard, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I made top 13, I did Be Without You.
Okay.
Yeah. Now once I got on the show, theme weeks started kind of rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And it became a matter of we had to do songs that were symbolic or so from that particular era.
Yeah, because I was about to say they gave you guys songs to sing. They told you they wanted to see your range and how you can be diversify your singing with the different, whether it was country or whatever. They gave themes, right?
Right, exactly. They gave us themes, and then it was it's kind of on you to decide how you kind of want to go with the song. However, I'm gonna give y'all a little inside scoop. So what I did on Be Without You, I think I might have gotten really excited, y'all, and decided that I was gonna go ahead and make the song a little more personal. And so I said, I don't know if you go back and you watch the clip, I say, call this show If You Just Can't Be Without Me, Baby.
Okay.
The original words are a little bit different. It says call the radio. And so I didn't know that you could not change the words to a song on live.
Oh, okay.
Right. This is me just, feeling like, hey, I'm gonna twist it up a little bit, And you guys, it was so funny. When I walked off that stage, when I say everybody ran to me, the lawyers included, like, you can't say that.
Oh, oh my.
Like, we're live. It was so funny. But that was my first time actually getting more of an understanding about a production.
That's it.
Yeah. That show is really a TV production, right? And so they were like, hey, we gotta abide by certain rules here, because you can cost us some money. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know, but I thought that was gonna be my last day. But I thankfully, thank God, they understood.
They ain't passed the final on to you, did it? They ain't passed the final on to you, did it? They didn't pass it to you. Okay.
They didn't pass the final.
They got a 5 for that.
Oh my goodness.
They got a publishing agreement with that.
They do. But yeah, I got out of there. So it was great.
And if anybody got any questions, feel free to call us. Lex, read that number. I know 601. I should know it by heart.
601-948-5950.
And be sure to keep that number in mind for the question. I do want to go because we are reaching a 9. I'm late. 6:30. I do want her to go ahead and sing. I want her to sing the one you did for the audition. Let's do a little Stevie. Go ahead. Go. Let's go.
Put you on the spot.
Right.
A couple of bars. Mind giving us a couple of bars.
Just a little short.
Just a little taste.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we got to get some of your other stuff too.
You do. Okay. You made my soul a burning fire, getting to be my one desire, getting to be all that matters to me.
Hey, okay.
And let me tell you, boy, I'm hoping, praying that I will.
Hey,
Love I had to give.
okay.
More love. Why devoted and true? Because all I do is think about you.
Live here, right here.
Look, she woke some people up in the cars and listening. They like, okay.
Yes. Y'all welcome to call in too if you do have any questions. So now I know one thing that I want the people to know now. What music do you have out there of your own for people to go listen to before we get into the new song? Because I know you got other music too.
Yeah, so I released a single last year called Stiff Drink, right? Stiff Drink was written by a gentleman named Philly out of Atlanta, and the track was produced by Black Elvis. And Black Elvis is a Grammy Award winning producer. He did Beyonce's Ego.
Yes, I'm familiar with Black Elvis.
Yeah, look, that's my guy. And so we recorded this song, and I was under a label. Not since then have become independent, but I was under Bluff City Records, and we released Still Drink, so that's out there. And then we started working on some more music for me to release under more of my Southern Soul style of music, and that's what you'll be hearing coming up soon.
Okay, look, we got somebody. They got some questions.
Let's see what she got them. Let's see. Line 2. Okay. Carla, you're live on the air on the Lounge 90.1 with Lex Luger, Marlena, and our guest Lil Rounds. What you got for us?
Hey, I wanted to ask Ms. Rounds, when you went to audition, did you have a predetermination of who you wanted to be your producer, or what big time artist did you think that if I won, this is who I want to work with? Did you already have a predetermination of that?
Ooh, that's such a good question.
All right, thank you, Carla. Stay tuned in so you can hear the answer.
So yeah, I don't know that I had a predetermined idea, so to say, versus just being really excited about working with some producers that I know could really bring out that sound that I wanted to have, and that was my, everything from my gospel, my R&B, my soul roots. But if you talk about just producers in particular, Black Evans would have definitely been at the top of the list, right? Yeah. But also, love me some Jazzy Faye too, right?
Okay.
And then I got a chance to work with even like Carlos Brody. He's another person that's really great. And I really think that any artist or producer for that matter that has produced some amazing records on artists that are out right now, if they would have called and said, hey, I want to work with her, hands down, I would have went and did it, because I'm just one of those people that's open to collaborating, getting things.
And so now, what I'm curious too, is you want to make sure to speak into the mic so they can hear you clearly too. So now one of the things I'm curious of, because most of your stuff is R&B. So now we got to get to this part though, Marlena. Now, what brought you over to Southern Soul? Because we're about to check out her new Southern Soul record here in a minute. So what brought you over to Southern Soul?
So what brought me over to Southern Soul is that, my roots being, again, kind of coming from that gospel sound, and working with a producer in particular. His name is Prince DJ. I don't know if y'all kind of heard about him a little bit, but he's coming out with some new music. But he's been putting music on quite a few people, the PC Band. He's done work with LJ Eccles and another artist named Ashley Ave, Big Bo, right?
Shout out both of them.
Yeah, and so when I went to work with them, because he also did R&B records, and I went to work with him, he started playing all these different songs that he was doing on other artists in the Southern Soul field, and I was like, "Oh, I think I can get into this. I think we can make something happen." And he's like, "Okay, what you want to do?" So we started, really bringing some tracks into play. And I had this one particular track that I was getting ready to work on. Y'all gonna trip out when I say the name of it. It's gonna be released here soon, but it's called Ugly Man.
Okay.
Ugly Man, right?
Okay.
Ugly Man is the record where, you got the guy, he don't think he the finest thing in the world. He love to take care of his woman.
Okay, I like that. I know that's right.
That's where that was going. I knew that's where that was going.
I know that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. And then after the producer that sent us that track, he sent me the next track. And we started listening to it. And I said, yo, this could go in the direction of sip some. He was like, sip some. I like this. So we started writing and coming up with how we wanted it to kind of go. And you guys, when it was done, we just sat back like, oh, this a banger. This a banger. And we just kept working from there.
About to see.
Yeah. Well, look, let's get into it. I'm ready. I've heard it. I've listened to it, but I'm ready for everybody out there that's listening to us to hear this. I really want them to hear.
We need to be doing on the lounge. This is called the lounge sip some. So what we're about to do is get.
Hey, you know what? We need to adopt your song for our show.
That's what we need, because that we supposed to be doing. Even though I don't drink, I'll be sipping some water or some tea or something. Yeah, it'll be brown. I'll say I'm sipping on that brown, and I won't
on that brown. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do right here on the lounge on 90.1 FM. We're gonna get into this new record, the first Southern Soul single. Okay, the first Southern Soul single coming out by Lil Rounds. Yeah. Get to hear right here on 90.1 FM on the lounge.
Right.
Stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. And can you turn the volume up a little bit in the?
It's still drink.
There you go.
Oh, it's still drink. Okay. It's sip some.
Yeah, this was still drink.
Yeah, that's still drink though. I put sip some.
Sip some, yeah.
Yeah, let's see, can we get into that one? Let's see if we can.
Okay.
I didn't hear what she said. This is the wrong one though.
We could try to cut it off and go to the.
So now that was a sample of that. What is that now?
Yeah, so that's a sample of the first single that I released on last year. That's my more my R&B cut. It's called Stiff Drink.
Stiff Drink.
Okay. I'm liking these songs, Leah. I'm liking these.
So now we're about to get into sip some, because this is a little more up tempo. So now you got us ready yet, Lady Cherie? Okay, while she getting us ready, give them your social media to where they can follow you too.
Oh, yes, sir. So you can follow me at Lil Lil Rounds ROUNDS official on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Lil Rounds official.
Okay, that's Lil Rounds official and spell LIL
Yes.
Rounds. So,
Rounds.
I'm gonna drop that info. We'll have that information dropped in our chat as well, so you guys can definitely follow her. Be sure to follow on all social media platforms.
All platforms.
all right, so now while we got her ready, now we're about to get into that new Southern Soul record called Sip Something by Lil Rounds. Y'all keep it locked. There we go. Just remember to turn it on. Yeah, so this is the one I'm talking about. I got a good response from all my people. How you think he is so bad? Oh, he had the record number about a week ago. Yeah. So that's my guy too. So he the one who spoke to us and everything. You got to sit behind you now. Watch you do. You got to sit behind you.
I'm gonna let you hook you up. I said, okay.
You everything he said too. That's what he's saying. You home. That's a strong record. That's a strong record. But where music is right now.
Hey.
I want you guys to get off though, because you got some different. So you got the intro. You got to say it. Well, you got two shows coming around. You go first is the LJ August 23rd. Yeah, that's very close to money by you. I need to introduce you first before I bring you back to your man. Marlena is the dancer. I'm trying to see them the shorts and that cowboy hat and your boots damn self.
We gotta get it. I know there's a line dance out there. I know it. Yes, indeed.
Yes. That was Sip Something by Lil Rounds right here on the lounge on 90.1 FM WMPR. Introduced her new Southern Soul record. So Marlena, it's on you. What you think now?
Ooh, look, I went here to my bar in my studio where I am, and I would start sipping. You know, it was fitting. It was just fitting for me.
Got you ready to sip something?
I'm ready.
We got to finish the show.
Got to finish the show. But Leah, I do want to know, is there a line dance for it already?
Yes. So I was actually, Marlene, I was going to ask you about that when you said your classes. I was going to say, hey, I need to get with you.
Okay.
It's a dance to it. We're going to try to go ahead and get the video cut for it here soon. And if it's a way for us to work together, collaborate, you know what I mean?
I got a team ready. Let us know when and where, and we coming.
They all got their boots, their cowgirl hats, and their fingers, and they cut out shorts ready too.
And look, we've incorporated tambourines now, baby. We got the full set up. But
Fans
listen,
don't know.
definitely let us know, and we're there. We would love to be a part of it.
That would be awesome, sis.
Yes.
I can't wait. But yeah, it's definitely a dance to it. And I look forward to having everybody to just like participate. And then the other
Yeah.
thing is like if you have a dance in mind that you want to put, you know what I mean? Like come
Yeah.
up with your own rendition.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Yes, that works. Yes, ma'am.
All right,
So excited. I loved it. Look, let's get into our question because I know we got.
I just about to say, yeah, we got to get into our
Yeah.
question because we got a little less than 10 minutes left. So our question, I'm gonna you got one first. So let me.
No,
let me see.
look, I'm gonna let you. I've
Okay.
had two, and y'all know I give like softball questions. So I'm gonna
No,
let
I'm
you
gonna
know.
give an easy one too. Though I'm
Okay.
gonna give an easy one just because I want people to know where she's from and where she's representing. So if you could call in the first caller that could tell us where Lil Rounds is from, you would win 2 tickets to the concert at Ground Zero Biloxi this Sunday, June 1st. And hey, it may even throw tickets in if Leo agreed to do this show August 23rd.
Oh,
That was down there, then may throw them in too. You know, once
that's
we
it.
get that locked in.
And y'all know how I feel about Ground Zero. Y'all, you know, like I tell you, if you're going down there, it's on a Sunday. Is that right?
It's on a
this show?
Sunday.
So if you're going, go
August 23rd
on.
show is a Saturday though, by the way.
No. If you're going, go on Friday. Go ahead and spend the weekend down there, and then finish up at Ground Zero because you won't go wrong. So definitely make it a weekend trip. But yeah, the first one to give us the answer: where is Lil Rounds from? I mean, this is. I mean, you know, we said it, and you should know this. You just should know this anyway.
Let me
Until we get the number out one more time.
It's 601-948-5950. That's 601-948-5950. If you're in the chat, you got to call in to answer the question.
And then we'll give you about another 5 minutes before we get a caller, before we have to, we have to move on. But let's Leah, I guess what's next? I know because American Idol, you're in the Southern Soul, because like I tell people with Southern Soul, it's you know, it's a baby. We call it the baby of the blues. It's if the blues, R&B, gospel, and all them had a baby. Had a baby. But it's really coming from your heart. It's coming from what you feel. And so what's next for you on this journey, in particular in the Southern Soul lane?
What's next is to, you know, continue, of course, to release music. Another single will be coming out here shortly. You know, I already spoke on Ugly Man, you know, and then I have a record called Don't Go. Y'all, Don't Go is unbelievable, but you're talking about talking from the heart. Beautiful song, very soulful. And eventually we were looking at releasing an album called Country Swag.
Oh,
so,
okay.
That'll be really, really nice. And then I'm working with my nonprofit called Mosaic Institute of Performing Arts. And with the nonprofit, what we do is we are kind of a talent development company. So for young really of all ages, I won't just say young people, all ages. Want to get into the music industry, and you need some help kind of navigating that water.
Yeah, most definitely. Now I see you got a show. Are you on a show? There's a show coming out in Memphis or something?
Right. So I'm producing under Mosaic. It's called The 12, the ultimate Southern vocal competition. And we're putting that competition on this year at the Cannon Center. I have 24 contestants. Okay. And they are all going to be competing for the crown of being, you know, the #1 vocalist for the Southern region. And in that, they are looking at getting some amazing prizes. One being that they will be able to cut their own records.
Okay. Now, is this, you've already selected the people for the contestants, or is this open? How can they learn more about it if someone wants to be a part of it?
Right. So, of course, follow me on those social media platforms. We're going to be putting up more information for the auditions that'll begin for next year. The 24 participants this year have already been selected.
Got it. Okay.
Auditions, but we're going to start the auditions up again here shortly for anybody that wants to be a part of that competition. It comes next year. And it's, like I said, it's an amazing opportunity. And we got vocalists, y'all, as young as 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
One of my contestants is like, she's about like 45.
Okay.
You know, but I say a dream is a dream, and there is no limit on age. You know,
that's true.
For it.
So, how long have you been doing this competition?
I've been working on this competition for about 2 years now. Next year will be my 3rd year doing it, and it's in, like I said, it's in Memphis, Tennessee, but it's a project that reaches out the whole tri-state area. So, pulling folk from Mississippi,
There you go. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, look, artists up and down. We see them. I know Lex and I probably see them every week. So it's a lot of, and those who really just need that extra boost. I think now in this climate of being an artist, you have something, it's just really easy. I'm just gonna make music and get out there, and then it's like, why nobody, and then you have those like, I really just need that extra assistance. As you know, now people just put music out and it's on social media, and they just sort of wing this thing until they get it. It's different from in the past where you have to go through a label and all of that, but I think we still can use that. We still need that guidance. Artists could, that development, as you call it, to assist.
Yeah, exactly. When you first started, it was for the Memphis areas. When you first started, it was about now I remember this. You started this.
I started.
You was on the news in Memphis about this time last year.
Yes.
It was about this time last year, and you were saying about the looking for the artists, the singers. That was you.
That was me.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. I did not.
Well, we definitely have more information. We'll get more information from you so we can keep track of what you got, the one now and the one that's next year, so they can have information, because we know a lot of people who are saying, hey, I could use that development, and I know they would love to be a part of that, of what you have going on.
And I would love to have them. Yeah. So we can.
Yeah, but I want one thing that I want her to share with the artists before you say that. In like 1 minute, what advice could you share with up and coming artists, especially since you're kind of navigating other artists? What is some of the best advice you can give them within 30 seconds?
In 30 seconds, best advice that I can give is to go in already knowing who you are. One thing about the industry is, there's a lot to learn, but sometimes when you go in just already knowing what you won't do, it'll save you from a lot of the headaches and stress that can come along with people trying to get you to do things outside of what it is that is your character, your morals, who you are as a person. Never let go of that. And then first and foremost, please keep God first.
Yes.
I like it. No, did it.
We're not gonna go there today, Lex.
I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't refuse.
Well, look, we only have a minute left, Lil Rounds. What do you want to tell your fans and people that have been following you? Because there's some out here that's even listening, joining us today, that know all about you and been following you. What message do you have for them?
Oh man, first of all, thank you for always following, supporting. I've been feeling people, prayers and just rooting for me, to keep going. And I know it took a little while for me to get, my music out there, because I ran into a lot of obstacles and challenges. But now that it's out here, y'all, please keep riding with me. Yeah. Share the music. Follow me on social media. Y'all, let's blow this thing up. And I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Well, we thank you. It was such an honor for you to join us today. I enjoyed speaking with you, and I look forward to you coming back. We do Southern Soul Tuesdays every Tuesday here in Jackson, so we would love for you to stop by, sing, or just visit and be a part of that networking experience as well. So we look forward to, and I'm definitely looking forward to the video. You keep me posted. I'm showing up.
Tambourines and all. We doing
all of them.
Fan tambourines, the boots.
The boots and the
all of them. All of them. Well, we thank you, Lex. Thank you. As always, tune in next week. We got more great interviews, more giveaways. No one won today, but hey, that's okay. We got much more, many more shows coming up. This Sunday also, guys, I didn't mention Clovis Wright. I'm going to just stick it up here. He's having his new EP drop homecoming celebration in Meridian at Cafe 35 with live performances by Jeter Jones, Bree Wooten, Mr. Carlos, Jay Lake, Breeze, Mr. Do Too Much, Lady D, and of course Clovis Wright, and that hosted by Keisha Sherrill, and yours truly. I'll be there again. Again, tambourine boots, fans, all of them. I'll be there and be prepared to have a great time. So definitely go to Eventbrite if you want any more information about those tickets. And I look forward to seeing you guys then. But that's it. That's all. Lex, till next Wednesday. We're gonna do what we do.
All right, yeah. Make sure to tune in next Wednesday, same time, 6 to 7, the Lounge Radio Show with Lex Luger and Marlena right here on 90.1 FM. Thank you, Miss Lil Rounds.
Thank you, Liv. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
We're about to let
Lady Cherie,
a thing.
do your thing, Lady Cherie. All right. I know y'all got to get out of there, but yeah, Lex, you can give her my number. You're welcome. And then, yeah, anything we can do to help, let us know. We all on board.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Lex. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right.
6 until 7 on your number 1.